Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 285, and I am so glad that you are here today. We have a fun episode. I'm so excited about this. You've heard it a million times. Consistency is key, right? You've heard this. Show up, keep going, be consistent. And if you're anything like most new business owners that I meet, you've tried that. You've posted regularly, you've sent emails regularly, you've gone all in on content, you're doing this regularly, you're doing that, but nothing's maybe working. Maybe you're not getting where you need to be. Maybe your business isn't growing. I don't know what stage you're in, but today I want to challenge the whole idea that consistency is the answer, because honestly, it's not. At least not the way everyone says it is. In this episode, I'm sharing 3 truths about consistency that most people aren't talking about. And I'll tell you what I believe is even more important than consistency when it comes to growing your business. If you've been doing all the right things and not seeing the results that you expected, this episode is going to be a game changer for you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast today. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey, whether you're in the idea stage, starting or growing, whether you're starting a podcast or not. This is for you. I'm so excited to help you. First of all, you need to get plugged in. If you scroll down right now in the show notes, you will see that I have some links to some free resources. So there is a link to my website that takes you to all my freebies. They're party favors. They're for you. They're going to help you get moving faster with your business. I have a 16-step checklist if you're just starting and trying to get your business online. I have a spreadsheet that's a master spreadsheet of all the tools and apps that I recommend. Make sure y'all check when y'all get that spreadsheet. At the bottom, there's 2 tabs. One is for the software and tools for your business, and one is specifically for podcasting, all the tools that I use. So you get the scoop on everything. So make sure you get access to that spreadsheet. Also, too, I have a Facebook group. It's called Women Starting Businesses and Podcasts Doing What We Love. I would love to have you in there. Finally, you have a place now where you can ask those silly questions that you think are silly. And they're not silly questions because they're actual questions that everyone else is asking too. And maybe they're too scared to ask. And maybe you just want some support and help. And I do have some fun weekly posts. So make sure you answer the 3 questions to get in that group, as I would love to have you in there. And if you've been listening a while, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. I got a comment the other day that my podcast has just really been a game changer for this person. And she said without it, she wouldn't be where she is today. And that just makes me so happy. Thank y'all so much for the sweet comments. I get DMs, I get emails, I get people even in person thanking me for this podcast. And I want you to know how much it means to me. So that's it. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, friends. How are you? I'm so excited for today's episode because I'm taking a stand on this whole consistency thing. Do you feel like you're being consistent in your business? Like, y'all, I feel like I hear this all the time, like literally all the time. And I hear about it with working out, with eating, with habits, like daily habits, all these things. And it's cracking me up now that I'm realizing how many of the big names out there are talking about it all the time. I mean, have y'all heard these? Like I've heard, I don't even know if I should name the big names in the industry. Okay, I'm not going to name the names. I'm just going to tell you what they're saying because I'm sure you've heard them. Here's one that talks often about showing it consistently on Instagram. Like you've got to be doing it every day, all the time. I've heard that consistent content creation, where it's email, podcast, social, everything has to be consistent. Consistent action has to be there. Y'all know I talk about imperfect action. Here's another one. He says that you've got to just be doing more, hustling consistently. Just keep going. Don't stop. Consistency, consistent reps build skills, visibility, and traction. And I agree with this as sort of a whole. I don't know, y'all. I just was like, why is everyone saying this when all these new business owners are telling me that they're being consistent and
they're not getting the results, especially, I'm going to be honest, especially on social media. There's been so much with like Instagram and Facebook not showing our posts. It's so annoying. I don't know if y'all seen the difference. I mean, if you're a new business owner and you've never really been focused on social media or having a Facebook group or anything, there has been some shifts. And so we're all trying to adjust, right? And figure out, okay, how do we adapt to the new environment? And then everything with AI and just all this stuff. Y'all, there's just so much, there's so much. But I just want you to realize that consistency in a sense is key to growing your business, but it's only part of the puzzle. Like, what if what you're doing isn't actually working? Then how really key is that consistency? Like, how important is it that you're consistent if what you're doing isn't actually working? They always say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. We've heard this even in our personal lives. Like you're disciplining your children, or you're even like trying to get your husband to change a habit and you're consistently saying something and they're not changing. Do you really think they're going to change? Like, do you really think that? Like, think about it. This has to do with your personal life too. It really does. I know it's getting drilled in our head that consistency is key, but I just today was like, I can't take it because I'm seeing new business owners be consistent and it's not growing their business. It's not helping them reach success. And here's why. I'm going to talk you through these, and then I'm also going to share with you what I think the key is to growing your business, to building a successful business. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready? Consistency. This is number one. Consistency only works if you're actually headed in the right direction. Would you agree? Like, literally stop and think about it. Think about if you're like rowing. I was thinking about this. Okay. You're like on a canoe, right? And you're rowing. You're trying to row because you get worn out in like 2 seconds. But anyways, you're trying to row and you just keep rowing and you're going down the river and you're going. But if you're not going the right way toward home, where are you going? You're consistent. You're like, but I was supposed to be home. I was consistent. No, you're headed in the wrong direction. If you're not actually doing work that is headed in the direction of your goals, then is that consistency actually working? And it's not. So let's just agree that it's not. That consistency did not help you get home. What would have helped you was a map or a strategy or someone telling you, like, this is the wrong direction. You need to now canoe upstream. You need to get to a different river. You need to go to a completely different river. You're on the wrong river. And I want you to think about it with your business. If you have felt your wheels spinning and like you're doing stuff consistently, but it's not working, I think you need to have a moment and you go, this isn't the right direction. It's obviously not working. But see, we're being told by all the marketing thrown at us is if we just keep doing it, it's gonna improve. Is it? If you're doing the same thing over and over, isn't that the definition of insanity? Like, we can't expect new results from something that we've been doing and doing and doing and doing, and it's not working. It's like if you have a workout plan or an eating plan and you're doing it and doing it, like something is wrong. There's something else at play here. It's not the right strategy for you. I mean, a lot of people can relate to that with eating. I can relate to that. Told y'all this before. The way my metabolism is or whatever's going on in my body, I cannot do low carb. I can't fast. None of that. I have to eat small meals throughout the day. And for so long, people are like, no, you do keto. You do, or it was Atkins first. Atkins, do this. And I'm like, I have never been sicker in my life than the moment I eliminated carbs. I almost had to go to the hospital. I couldn't even smile. Within 2 days, my face was like, y'all, it was so dramatic. I know it sounds like really weird, but something is different about my body. So for everyone to keep telling me to keep going, and that's why I kept going for 2 days, I mean, like, this is stupid. I don't feel good, and I know that this is not right for me. So what are we doing? Whatever's going on in your business, if you're not going in the right direction, if you're doing stuff all the time, whether it be posting, email marketing, all that stuff, yes, um, you know, it's great that you're staying committed. But if you're doing something consistently that actually isn't working, you're going in the wrong direction. You're going in the wrong direction. Okay. So number one, consistency only works when you're going in the right direction. So don't say, well, I've been consistent and this should have worked. You're on the wrong river. You're rowing on the wrong river. Okay. Number two, consistency actually creates blind spots. Ooh. Did you think about that? That it actually creates blind spots. You don't even see what's going on around you because you are now a robot. You are like, every day I'm posting this or I'm doing this or I'm working on this and it's not working. I'm talking to all of you that are doing stuff and it's not working. Okay. That you may be becoming blind to other methods that would be around you. Like, you can't even see it because you're seeing things in this mode of like, I'm being consistent and I'm doing all these things all the time. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm just head down, like go, 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 go. Do this every day, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, right? It actually creates blind spots because that energy is feeding into that mode that you're in, which is one gear, which is do this. This is the template. I've been told this is the template and I'm going. See, that's the problem. All of those big names out there, a lot of them, they are very successful and they're awesome. I'm not dogging them. So y'all, please don't. But what's happened is they're taking their strategies that worked for them for this time in their life with their skills, with their connections. Okay. Because they have connections that we don't have, aren't necessarily the best for you in your life, in your world, in your season of life, with your skills, with your connections. And it's not necessarily best for you. And that's what breaks my heart is that so many business owners can feel less than because they think the consistency that they're putting in, that all these other people are telling them to put in, is not working. And what they've come to see is that strategy wasn't right for them. And they're missing the opportunity to go in another direction. They almost don't see the alternatives. They don't see the other rivers that are available to go down to get home, right? They don't see it. Think about it. Right now, if you're doing the same thing every day, you are blinded to what may be going on around you. It's just like routines in life or even think about my daughter in high school. I mean, it's like every day, get up at the crack of dawn. She's exhausted, yawning, going to class, getting home, studying, going to dance, getting home. And I'm like, Ava, there's clubs and other groups and even social things you can be doing. Because even on the weekends, y'all, she will study and study and study. And she's blind. She's becoming blinded to what else is out there for her. And I know this may be the opposite of some of you saying, well, my kid's too social and doing too many things and needs to be studying, but she's just determined to be at the top of her class and it's working. She is at the top of her class. She's consistent. But I think also too, isn't there something to say for being someone who really is able to enjoy all aspects of life. And I want that for her. She'd probably say, Mom, no, I'm fine. I love it. I'm with my friends at dance. I see my friends on the weekends. I'm fine. But like an outsider from someone can be like, but are you missing out on other things? I don't know. She would have to decide that for herself. She's so smart doing all these things. But at the same time, as a mom, I don't know if any of you are moms out there and you're like, but there's more, you know, you become blinded to what else is out there. We all get stuck in our own world. So when we're so consistent, which has been applauded in today's world, that we are blinded to the other opportunities, other directions, and other solutions to our problems. Right? And that's not a good thing. Y'all, this world of business is evolving at the fastest speed I've ever seen. I've been in business since 2000 with a friend, and it's just crazy to me. It's like phenomenal how fast everything is kind of changing and adapting. And now with AI, I don't even know what is happening, right? Your business needs to grow. And yes, you need to be showing up to do this regularly, but you have to think about the consistency of things that you're doing. Are they causing you to not see other opportunities for reaching your goals and really looking at the big picture of your business? Like, you started it because you wanted to use your God-given gifts for something greater. You wanted a fulfilling career. You wanted to make money doing what you love, right? And you wanted something that was flexible, that you could be your own boss. Like, that's the key. Like, you want to be your own boss and like schedule your days how you want. And like, I mean, I get to work out in the mornings and do all my stuff. And then I'll start working at like 10 or 11 and I'll work for a little while and then I'll have lunch and then my daughter will be home and then blah, blah. Like, I get to do that. And that's great. And I want that for you too. But you have to ask yourself, if you are just working hours and hours and hours and hours, are you blinded to other ways that you could be more efficient in your business? And blinded to opportunities, maybe you could stop doing the things that actually aren't working and start doing things that you could, right? So again, let's review. Number one, consistency only works when you're headed in the right direction. Number two, consistency can create blind spots. Okay? Opportunities in your business to be more efficient, to do things a different way that could work for you. And number three, consistency often doesn't leave room to capitalize on what people want right now. I think sometimes we're so consistent. We schedule things ahead of time. Maybe you schedule your Instagram posts for 3 months out. I don't know. Some people do that. Or you schedule your emails out. But because you're so consistent, sometimes you miss the party train of what people actually want right now. It makes me think of my boutique businesses that I had. And I had my like tried and true products that always sold. We had these cutting boards, these monogram soaps, and I had bags. But if we had never looked at new things each year, like looked at that season's trends, patterns, we would not be relevant. We were capitalizing on every trend. When chevron print came in, do y'all know what chevron is? It's still kind of around. I see it around, but it was so popular with like tote bags and stuff for the duffel bags. And we had scarves. We had these chevron scarves, y'all. People were going nuts over them. And if we had been consistent where we said, no, we're only selling these cutting boards and we are only selling these soaps and these other bag prints because these other bag prints to us are the cutest. If we did that and didn't leave room for trends, we would have missed out on so much money. Y'all, I would have not even have made a third of the money that I made. It's because I was always able to kind of look and go, what's going on in the market? What's the trends? What's something new? I wasn't being so consistent and rigid with what I was selling and what I was offering that I couldn't adapt to what people wanted right now. So I think you have to realize that. I mean, I do too here in my business, right? I'm always having to adapt. Like, what is it that people are wanting? I saw, after I was helping people during COVID get their businesses started, right? Like come up with a business idea. That was the most popular thing then. Then it got to starting their business. And then it got to growing their business. And now people are trying to grow with a podcast. So I'm seeing all of this shift and I have to be adaptable. I can't be so consistent that I just block out what people are actually wanting to pay for. And do they want to be in group programs? Do they want to be in one-on-one coaching? Do they just want a course to do it on their own? Like I'm constantly trying to have to read the market and figure out what is best. Right now, I'm seeing a slight shift. In fact, I'll just be frank with y'all because we're talking about this, is that I'm seeing people wanting one-on-one coaching. They want help now and they want it quick and they may just want an hour here or there. Great. Awesome. I'm there. I will do that for you because I love it. I love creating quick action steps for people, right? And I saw a shift for a while where everyone wanted to be in a group program. And now that everyone's busy, it's not COVID anymore and everyone's back at work and people are starting their businesses on the side, they maybe can't utilize some of the group program things and they want a course to just start on their own time and figure this out and then maybe get one-on-one coaching. So I'm seeing a slight shift. It may change tomorrow. It may go back to group coaching. Like, I don't know, but I always have to be ready to be adaptable to how people want to buy and what they want to buy right now. And you have to too. So again, I've seen it in product businesses because I've had those. And now I'm seeing it in an online coaching service business. So what business do you have and how can you be adaptable and not be so rigid, so consistent that you miss out on the opportunities of what people want right now that's relevant, that you could leverage, that you could capitalize on. See, these are the three ways that I think consistency can hurt you. And again, we're not being told this. We're just being told, be consistent, do every day. You should be doing this. And what you're missing out on is number one, that it only works if you're going in the right direction. Okay. And number two, it can create blind spots for you where you miss being on the right river, heading in the right direction for your business, like opportunities for your business to shift. It's like turning the Titanic, right? Like you're missing that. You have blind spots of things that you could be doing that could be growing your business better, other opportunities instead of being stuck in your same way. And then number three, when you're so consistent, it doesn't leave room to leverage trends that are going on right this minute. You've got to be able to leverage trends. You've got to be able to capitalize on that and how people want to buy. So you're probably thinking now, I'm hearing this. Okay, great. Consistency is not necessarily the key in the way that we've heard about it. What is really the key? The key, I believe, is to have an aligned strategy, like an intentional aligned strategy. And what do I mean by that? It's aligned with you, works with your personality, your God-given gifts, your season of life, and your goals for your business. That's key. You should be consistent in that, in having a strategy that is aligned with you. And I always talk about this. So many of you throw that out the window. And you're building your business like these other people are building their business who have a network of people around them. They've got a huge team. People already know them. And you're like this person in a small town trying to get your business going, trying to match that. You can't. Your goals are different. You may have a full-time or part-time job and you want to make $500 a month or $2,000 a month or $5,000 a month, whatever it is that would make it, quote, successful for you. And then it gives you this creative outlet, right? That's what being aligned is. It's aligned with you, your business, your people, your strengths, your season of life. That's what works. So it means consistently focusing on an aligned strategy. And so many of you are totally out of alignment. It's like when you go to the chiropractor and they fix your back, right? You're out of alignment. Your business has to be aligned and you have to be good with that. So you have to be focusing on those things and don't get so rigid and so caught up in a template when your business is as different from other businesses as you are from other people. Think about it. You don't have the same genetic code as people, neither does your business. It has to be an aligned strategy. That's what's key, is that you're working on your business every day, every other day, whatever your plan is for you. It's a customized strategy, and that it's aligned with you. An aligned, intentional strategy is the key, my friends. It's not just consistency that we keep hearing. Like, think about it now that you've heard me talk about this. Just think about it for a minute. Can you imagine now going, I'm going to be consistent. That's what's going to make my business succeed. Put your arm up in the air like Superwoman or Superman, like consistency. It's not really that, y'all. It's having an aligned strategy that works with you, that has you going in the right direction, that has you working the hours that you set for your business, that has you using your gifts, that has you making products that feel aligned with you and putting yourself out there in a way that actually feels aligned with you. I'm giving you freedom today. I'm handing you the ticket to freedom. It's not just consistency. It's an aligned strategy that feels good to you, that you're able to sustainably keep working on and doing. I believe that's the key, y'all. So don't take the bait that it's just consistency, because there's a lot more to the story than that. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and I'm so excited about your business. Again, if you're new, make sure you get all the freebies below. And if you've been wanting a coach to help you maybe for an hour or two, or you would love help with figuring out your business idea or starting your business or even starting your podcast, make sure you check out below the programs that I have available to you right now, because they can help you get moving right now. I'm so excited for you. Okay, that's it. And also too, reach out in the Facebook group, tag me if you have a question or anything like that. You'll know I'd love to help you, or you can DM me. My Instagram is Start with Kimberly Brock. Send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.